Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello, pour yourself a drink. This is another episode of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar by me, Kurt. As usual, I got my co-hosts, my bitches, Björn, and Mr. Thomas!
Hello!
Hello. What is this kind of condescending...
Is that condescending? I am the host, the owner of the Penthouse Bar. It's only appropriate.
Fine, okay.
Let's just address the first thing first. I got the hiccups. Didn't manage to stop it before the podcast, so...
How do you consciously stop hiccups? I never made the...
Not consciously,
If
yeah,
you get,
you can do
if
all
you
the...
get scared, if someone scares you, that's the really popular way to go about it, but it never works for me.
No, that's because you're not a scared person? I don't know. Scary.
I don't know. I read somewhere sometime that if you stare at one particular... If you find an object or something that you can stare at and just look at that point, it does something with your brain or something. And for me, it stops. My hiccups stop when I find something to just stare at for 2 minutes or something.
2 fucking minutes?
Yeah.
This is getting
Just keep your
really
eyes
sexual.
still and look at something, a pen or look at your escape key on your keyboard or something. You know?
I think it stopped, so...
So maybe it worked. Thank you.
I don't know.
Is that a really
Well,
good
it's just
tip
weird.
then?
This one weird thing I read somewhere on the internet, and I tried it, and it has worked for me ever since. Whenever I get the hiccups, I just stare at a single point, anything, and just keep my eyes locked for a minute, 2 minutes, and it stops.
Well, good on you.
Yeah.
And good on
Yeah.
me, apparently, so...
Pro tip from me.
I'll also come with a pro tip.
Mm,
I'll also come
Okay.
with a pro tip.
okay,
Don't get
okay.
raped.
Pro tip.
Don't
a
get
pro tip.
stabbed either. That's are we,
Don't get molested.
Really, really good tips here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Words of wisdom.
They are
So-
life-changing, or they can save your life.
Ah,
just
just don't get shot.
why didn't I think of that? Just don't get shot.
So guys, the weekend. How has it been?
For me, work, and of course, Sunday disc golf.
You're just putting away.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, putting, like, yeah.
Oh, pudding. Yeah, like golf pudding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Björn, how was your weekend?
It was quite interesting. Went to this stand-up show at the local pub with you, as you know. But yeah, for you others, stand-up shows, support your local comedians, support your local pubs and venues, especially in this time. After, were you pointing at something, Thomas?
Yeah, support us. Your local
Or
comedians.
support us. Do we have the audacity to call ourselves
And,
comedians or just
and the bar. The local bar.
The local bar. Oh my god! Are we going to do what the famous comedian who couldn't do? Open a bar and make it going, right? Because the comedian
the famous
had
comedian didn't manage to open a bar? Where you?
the local famous comedian, you know?
Oh, that's like very local. Yeah, I know this comedian tried this. Stand-up comedian here in Norway tried to open a bar at the very start of COVID. It's like, but who knew? So that eventually went, how do you say it, bankrupt?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
And now we
So that
should
didn't
open a
work
bar.
well. No.
You already
no.
have the bar. We just need drinks.
Yeah. You just need yeah. We just need 3,000 liters of beer.
We just need.
Just and a couple of 100 liters of whiskey and other
Sounds
drinks.
like a grand investment with money we don't have.
But people are going to support us.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a famous Tipsy Wednesday. Because people are on this quite famous little place, Kvitnes Gård, Kvitnes Farm.
Are we? Are you bringing this into what?
No, because people are there, staying over there and drinking and eating and like
But
they
that's a
get the
very local thing.
yeah, and they
Is it
got
even
the,
relevant to mention here?
Yeah, kind of for my bar. Because when they because
When they're going to
are,
Kvitnes Gård, they drive past Junior's bar, right? So they can.
yeah.
You're
And
making
then
it sound like this grand place. It's
yeah, and then
It is a grand
there's,
place. It's the penthouse bar.
it's a penthouse bar, right? And there's nothing else to do there, right? When you are done with the eating and then drinking, and then you want more drinks, then you come to the penthouse bar.
I think. Okay.
Yeah, my place.
Okay.
Only we can only available on Saturdays.
Not really. Only
But
available
soon.
a couple of times a year. I think we
But
should
soon, but soon,
say. Soon, yes.
my venture
But it-
capital idea.
But in all seriousness, guys, support your local venues, local bars, local everything.
And support us.
Especially in these times.
Especially us.
No.
And remember the OnlyFans.
Soon.
No.
Yeah.
Junior, what's do you want to tackle this first topic?
Do I? Have I?
Can you tell
written
us what
something?
he did this weekend?
I did the same thing as me. We went to this stand-up.
The
venue.
entire weekend, from Friday to
Nah,
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday evening.
Yeah, the whole Saturday went to this
Hmm.
event, I would say. I didn't get drunk. I was the driver.
Chauffeur.
Yeah, the chauffeur, so I was quite happy. Woke up
Good.
with no headaches, with nothing. I only spent like 35 crowns
On the
for a
soda.
coffee.
Coffee.
No, coffee, yeah. Quite a cheap event for mine, but not my girlfriend. She just looked at her bank account. She bought like 12 units of drinks.
Yeah.
Right.
Björn,
Right.
did you compete with that?
No. I had a very chill night out. A handful of drinks. I don't know, but I didn't feel the massive headaches or hungover or anything. No. So just a fine level of tipsy the entire weekend. No, the entire Saturday evening, not the entire weekend. I'm not a drunk, okay?
Okay,
A
if
drink,
you say
a
so.
drink.
If I say, yeah, believe me, please.
You did drink on Friday, so Friday and Saturday.
Mm.
You're drunk.
And are you having anything to drink to this podcast episode? That cup looks familiar. Did you get it from me by any chance?
No. This one I got from my sister.
Ah, okay.
A piece of junk.
And
No.
I'm drinking something very, I don't know, people will say it's not a masculine drink. I'm drinking tea, okay?
Not a masculine drink.
It's
a British tea.
Are you British?
Which brings us to a noteworthy thing that happened this week. Last week, as of this release of this episode.
God didn't save the queen.
Yeah. She,
Now it's God Save the King, though.
God save the king. How? Wow. Yeah, they can't say God save the Queen anymore. It's been such a staple saying.
Yeah. They have
God
to
save the
change.
King now.
Have to change the
She
saying
died at 96 after 70 years of
on the throne.
reigning for 70 years.
Yeah. Making Charles reign as long.
What? How is that even possible?
He's 70 something years old.
Yep, No, that's not possible. But all the best to King Charles
Yep.
on his very new endeavor.
I haven't paid very much attention to the things that are happening and the the whole ceremony and no, I just read it on the news and like, okay, that
Most leaders of the world have come out and sent their condolences, and some famous comedians and other celebrities and activists have come out and spread a lot of hate about the Queen.
Hey.
She haven't done enough to ease the suffering of the earlier colonial countries and whatever.
Yeah, I find that really disturbing and distasteful. Like
What the fact that people hate on
the Queen because she didn't liberate.
Don't you know what year? Don't you know society? There's always someone who's going to hate on everything.
No, but
if you say blue, someone's going to hate you because they want red.
No. They
It's
hate
like,
they hate the Queen because she didn't liberate all the colonies before she did. But that's the same as saying I hate Abraham Lincoln for not supporting black people early enough, right? And not supporting.
okay.
Yeah, because he abolished slavery, right?
Yeah, no, but I think people wanted Queen Elizabeth to kind of help out more in countries that have been colonized earlier but are not now.
No.
African
No,
countries
no.
that during the
No, because I
empire was.
Yeah, but I've seen like people on social media like, goodbye Queen Elizabeth, the colonizer. She didn't colonize a shit.
No, she didn't.
She didn't take.
She
She didn't take
inherited it.
Yeah, she didn't take anything. In fact, she liberated a lot. She's the
Yeah.
she's the monarch who's released most countries, right?
Yeah, they went from
During her reign.
They went from 53 or something down to 15, I believe.
Yeah, it's really absurd to say that she's a conqueror.
And I think if more countries want to leave now, I don't think King Charles is going to stop them. If Canada wants to have their own president or the monarch or whatever.
No, the only countries I believe will have a hard time leaving Britain is the Great Britain, right?
Yeah, Wales, Scotland, and
Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, those are the countries I believe will have a really hard time, like, getting rid of England. But all other countries are free to leave.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not baffled to hear this. It's like, yeah, people are gonna hate no matter what happens. There's always someone who's going to find some reason of their own in their opinion that someone is bad or reason to hate someone. It's like,
Yeah, but that's
okay.
it's just the hypocrisy, right?
yeah,
It's like they haven't studied history enough.
yeah,
I
that's
feel
the
like-
story of society today. You just click on the first article that supports your pre-existing opinion and you say, aha, I knew this was true. The earth is flat after all. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well.
speaking of Lincoln, right? People want to tear down his statue because his father owned slaves.
That's how society works, don't you know? If one
Mhm.
of
No,
our
yeah.
forefathers was a racist, then all of us are racists. That's just
Yeah, even though he was the man who abolished slavery, right? So
Yeah, that
Eh.
is some hypocrisy. That is fucking...
yeah,
That's absurd.
that's super absurd. So I kind of fathom the logic the man who saved slavery, not slave, but not saved, but
Who
abolished.
abolished slavery. Yeah.
We should tear down his statue because his father owned slaves. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And because his father owned slaves, everything Lincoln did, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
We can just make up a new story. The slaves liberated themselves. They would like that. No? Nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have nothing. It's just it doesn't surprise me that people think like this.
No?
Unfortunately, it's become such a norm these days that some people are extremist in one way or the other.
Yeah, well, again, it's the world we live in.
Yeah, well.
I would like to see, like 200 years in the future, or even more, say 1,000 years in the future, when the archaeologists dig out human skeletons, do all their tests. How many genders do they find on all these skeletons? You think? 2. It's either male or female. Yeah, so
it's
that's
trans.
What?
Or is it trans?
Yeah, no, but no. It's man or
Is it
female.
a trap? Is it a trap?
They might think so if they find 2 male skeletons side by side.
One with a
stand there.
dildo.
They would stand
With a
there.
strap on.
Do you think these were gay dudes, or do you think it was a man and a trans? Yeah, no. Let's move on.
Yep.
Junior, do we have any topics?
Yeah. The best day. Guys, what's the best day?
What is the best day?
Yes.
Every day you get laid!
No.
One
But
very
yes.
right and one very wrong answer.
No, guys, what's the best
I don't
day?
know what the best day. Something that happens. I don't know. What are you? Try to be more specific in your
The
question.
best day. It's one day that is better than all of the rest. It's the day I win the
Yeah.
lottery.
Mm.
Yeah, too bad it hasn't come yet. But it's close. It happens once a month.
Payday.
Payday. That's
Ah.
the best day. I feel we are in a perpetual cycle of payday, right?
You're always waiting for payday or something. Is that what you're?
Yeah, but you're
referring
working
to-
for your payday, right? That's the reason you
Yeah.
go to work.
Yeah, of course, but like, when you're on the 29th, right? It's just one more day to payday, and then you get payday. And then it's 30 more days to payday, and then it's like, fuck, right?
I kind of see what you mean, but it's
We don't have payday at the same time, I gather from this.
I
No,
get
but
paid
they-
around the 20th. But at least once a month, most
Yeah.
people get paid.
Yeah, and then you have
Some
to go
uh,
30 days waiting for the next day. I feel like a junkie.
waiting for your next shot.
Yeah.
I know some jobs, some places do have 2 paydays. You get half your pay after,
Yeah, I know.
after
Some
14
people-
days, and then after 14 days again, you get the other half. But I don't know if that's better or worse.
Worse.
Let's put it into a more extreme. Let's say you have a monthly payday on the 1st or the 30th every month around that time, or you have payout for every work day you work. What would be the vast differences in your way of spending money?
If you get
How would you
if
go
you
about
get-
if you
if you get
paid
paid after work
every
every day,
yes
you
for the
need
amount
to,
of hours you work?
yeah, you need to save every day so you have or can afford all your bills and stuff like that.
Exactly. Because
Uh,
it's easy if you got one day one day's worth of pay in your hands. I feel like it's way easier to have the mentality to go out and spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think
After
like,
work
oh, I'll
that day,
save.
straight to the pub.
And think like, oh, I'll save for the house mortgage later with my next 10 days. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the once a month payday. But, yeah. Well, I don't know. Isn't it some
Yeah.
places in America also you get at the end of the week, every week or something?
Maybe.
Oh,
You get your check at the end of the week.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you have any American listeners, they can correct us. But,
At least here in Norway, it's the monthly payout
Yeah.
is the regular, and some places they offer like a payout every 2 weeks.
I would go
I
for
never.
that,
I could go for that option in my in the place I used to work at, but I didn't see a reason to. It would be outside of the norm, so
though.
I didn't go for that. So I don't have any experience. I just think I would be more likely to be willing to spend my money in a more wasteful manner.
Yeah, because
if I got
payday is,
if I got pay more often, I think.
Yeah. I see your point, and I think
Yeah.
you're correct.
Yeah, because payday is just around the corner.
Are you
Hmm.
referring to your payday or?
For
No,
me,
if
for
you
me
get
it is. For me it is
You get paid at what? Date of
15th
the month?
every.
15th, yeah. I have
So-
5 days after you, around the 20th,
So,
depending
Oh.
if it's a
so,
weekday or...
so
You
tomorrow, by the release of this episode,
You guys are so lucky. I have to go like another 20 days for my payday.
Yeah, from today.
yeah, but
if we
looking
were-
back, you just got paid.
Yeah, but
But that's different.
yeah, are we living in the past? No, we are living in the present and future.
No, I'm only living in the present.
Are you not living in the future?
No? Are you?
Oh, well, I'm trying to do it.
I don't want to live in the future. I read
What?
in the news. I read in the newspapers yesterday, and Norway, and we've talked a lot about this on our Norwegian podcast. The prices we pay for our electricity, and it seems like Norway is going into the power shortage from 2025 to 2030.
I just have to stop you for a second there. I have to commend you for the transition of a lifetime there. From what you, from talking about time and the past and present and future into yeah. You don't want to live in the Norway's future because we are likely to be having a power shortage.
Yeah, so prices will be really high. We need to import a lot, but during the state of Europe right now, they are talking about the rationing, and I don't feel that's a good way to go. Like to just cut the power for a couple of hours here and there, because it doesn't fit with my schedule. I think.
Nah, it's
Like I'm sitting
I
here
don't think-
gaming, and then what just happened?
No, but
or you just came home, took a shower, you're starting to cook dinner,
Yeah.
and then boom, power goes out. And it's like, I'm halfway done cooking. I was like, I can't eat this and I can't throw it away. Like, what the fuck?
I'm in the middle of a brain surgery, and
Ah.
No, but
That's,
I cannot fathom how stores will comply to this, right? They got
Yeah.
tons of food, and everything will spoil.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Like, I work at a shopping mall, so I was thinking, if they cut the power in the middle of the day for a couple of hours, what would happen to the shopping malls? Would everything just stop? And you
Yeah,
have to-
they can't. The consequences would be too severe around the cost savings of energy versus the results of cutting the power.
Yes. So when
It's
do you
like-
cut the power, and where? Do you just cut it in the middle of the night when people aren't using that much power, or do you cut it a couple of hours after work when people get home and they shower, they charge their car, their phone, they make dinner and
No,
use a lot of power.
No. You don't cut anyone's power because someone is making a lot of money of this.
Yeah.
And they should be able to make more power, right?
Yeah, but
That
they aren't.
should,
They
but-
aren't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Right? So,
Yeah, that's the solution, right? Just get more power.
yeah, but if you can't get more power,
Then you
if you can't make more power,
We got a lot of solutions.
yeah, but they take years to put in motion.
Gears put in motion. Yeah, that's a problem with Norway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem with
Western
going to play
politics.
devil's advocate. Yeah, it's the problem with modern democracy. Things takes time because there's too many cooks. You know,
No.
Yeah.
in China, when the Chinese government wants change, then bam, things are changed because they said so. For the good or the worse, that's one major difference. Democracy sucks at getting things done fast
Yeah.
because it has to go through thousands of stages until and maybe things will change. So
Yeah, I read they expect by 2030 we might have be back on track.
No.
And speaking of
I
power
know.
shortages, like power plants, Norway's like rich on most of our power comes from like dams and water power.
Yeah,
Because of our mountains and mountain lakes, it's naturally beneficial to like
Yeah.
use water power, but
and the
they
weather.
have to
the
because
weather.
then they have to and we have a lot of rain. But just isn't nuclear power also a solution?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes, but and like,
Yeah.
ooh, don't you remember what happened in Chernobyl? Yes, yes, and
Yes.
look what's happening in this Ukrainian. I can't pronounce the name of this Ukrainian power plant, nuclear power plant in Ukraine that the Russians have seized control over and using as shelter because bombing a nuclear plant is, you know, this. The consequences and the possibilities of not like a power plant malfunctioning, but being destroyed by others on purpose and the consequences of fallout from that.
yeah, but we are in a really bad situation now, right?
You're in a really bad focus, I might add.
Yeah, I
don't
know, but how can I fix this shit?
I read in the
How you make
papers.
it autofocus.
I read in the papers today. Like all the solutions we have for power, there's always someone hating on it.
Yes.
Like our use of water for electricity. There's someone going, no,
Okay.
no, it destroys the nature and we can't do that. Then you have wind.
Fuck.
No, it destroys the nature, we can't do that. Then you have a solar panel. Oh, that's just a bit extra at best. And then
And it destroys nature by requiring space.
yeah.
So-
And you have nuclear power, which is just hated by everyone, or almost everyone.
Well, as long as a nuclear power plant is functioning, it is very environmentally friendly. On the flip side, if it doesn't function well, or it gets destroyed on purpose, it is devastating, as we all know. But like, people want a golden solution. And we don't have a golden
No.
solution that has no drawbacks.
Norway,
have to-
Norway is
if we
Norway
are
is
to-
going for the sea or ocean winds alternative.
No,
we have
no,
the-
but stop. I will stop you guys right now because
Okay,
we got a problem tomorrow.
We have a problem tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going back
Price
to work.
the price of power will rise like 4,000% or something in
Up
north of
tomorrow?
Norway.
Yeah, and what does that accumulate to?
450 kroners.
May I
Compared
ask
to-
why? Because you have had rain for so long.
Because yeah, we got rain, we got lots of power, but Europe needs our power, so we are getting stuck with this shit.
Yes,
Yeah, but
I'm looking at the tomorrow's prices on my spot price app, and it says until tomorrow from now it will be 0.26 kroners, and at the peak of the at the most expensive tomorrow it will be 4 kroners for each kilowatt of
but
power,
how?
compared to 0.2.
Because north of Norway don't export that much, only to north of Sweden.
No, somewhere someone is lying, right? This is absurd. So, who knows about power price right now? Because we know we have had the most rainy month, not rainy month, most rainy year this year, right? There's
Yeah,
never
and
been
most-
as much rain.
Yeah, and most of Norway's power comes from water, from rainfall in the mountains that goes down into the power plants with water turbines.
Yeah.
So- By
So,
that simple logic, we should be having a power surplus,
Yeah,
but we aren't.
yeah, because I imagine every single power company is like, power is expensive in south of Norway. We need to make it expensive in north of
no,
Norway.
just
right?
adjust it.
Yeah,
Mm.
just to adjust it, like, and I imagine riots will begin soon.
Well, you say you imagine riots.
We've
Norway
had those
isn't typically
prices
known
down here for a year soon.
for rioting. It's like we're
Yeah.
not like the Frenchmen. Frenchmen, for all they know how to riot.
Yeah, they
When
know
the
how to-
French people don't like anything, they riot and they get results.
But the
Because,
the prices for electricity in France right now is like 12 kroners per kilowatt. So
Yeah, but of course. But imagine every business is so dependent on the power price.
yeah, I saw that,
And
and
a lot of them are. Yeah.
many places are shutting down.
Yeah.
Like these places where kids go, like the big halls where they play football and badminton, basketball,
Mm.
the after school project places, like where they have all the after school activities, are basically
Mhm.
shutting down because they can't afford to have open due to the power prices.
Mm.
Yeah, so you're losing. If you're shutting down a workplace, right, then you're losing a lot of taxes.
Yes, you
Mhm.
are.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah, so I cannot imagine the government sitting there. Yeah. Yeah, we are making money. We are making money on this and not doing something about it.
Yeah, Norway is making money as a country. The people are losing money.
Yeah,
Companies
And that's
are
like-
losing money.
we are bleeding money, hemorrhaging money like hell.
And also, I read that food prices are going up again.
Yeah, of course, because the power price is going up.
Yeah,
right?
so they can't afford to have open all their the meat factories and whatever. So some of them are actually shutting down. So we'll be getting less meat. Also, we have a carrot crisis going on. Like, I read because the farmers can't afford to have the special cooling refrigerators for carrots going. So they have to throw away
Yeah.
like tons of carrots.
So,
Yes,
former Queen Elizabeth, if you can hear this, you got out at the right time.
yeah, just right now.
Yeah, it was about time. I hope you're in a better place now.
Yeah,
Oh,
She's living the
man.
dream in an isekai world.
Yeah.
Maybe she is. Maybe she is.
Did you read about the farmer who had to plow his destroy his whole crop because he
No.
got like leeks? You know, the not the onion, but it's called leek in English. The green purrelök.
We,
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot of that.
The thing that the Pokemon Farfetch have in his hand.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's called a leek.
Okay, so he was a leek farmer.
No, he
Okay.
just had a lot of that in a crop, right? And because he could not afford to store this, right? Because the stores are currently full. He just bulldozed his entire crop.
Oh,
And just
okay.
start over, basically.
Yes. Because it wasn't there's nothing profit, right? So why do it?
Because people need food. That's why you do it, I suppose.
yeah, but he needs to make a profit to keep things going, and yeah.
Yeah.
There was some. It sounds absurd, but the money would logically have it to like he needed to do it that way, probably. So-
It's just to make a statement.
Maybe that as well. Yeah.
So I'm really curious now. I cannot imagine we are seeing too much of this right now, but imagine a half a year. Then we can see the real downfall.
That's why I would advise everyone who can lock their electricity
Ah,
prices.
you can.
Do it.
You can't do it now.
You can't?
Nope. I tried.
No.
I recently sent a form to change my what's it called? Power delivery company.
Yeah, electricity company.
Yeah, electricity company to change the ones who might. Yeah, and I couldn't like through their website, and it's like, oh, these are all the deals we offer, and it's like, oh, that's like, what can you offer me as a like locked price? I expect just to check if they offered some like mid-high price something, but no, they didn't offer any locked price.
But did you
point.
only check with the one or all of them?
No,
No,
I
all of
only
them.
checked with my. Okay, I only
Yeah.
checked with my local provider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know
So-
people
Yeah.
who
But
did
they
lock it
didn't,
last year. They are living the life now. They're safe.
Living the
Yeah.
dream. Yeah.
I know my sister did
But-
so, my mother did so they have like 0.29 or something, like
Ooh.
for the next 3 to 6 years or something.
Mm.
Yeah, but will it add, right? That's
Well, that's the thing. We only know what's happening in the present, and we know what has happened in the past.
Yeah,
to
and I'll
live-
tell you
live in
what, the
future.
prices won't go down anytime soon. Unless the war in
So-
Ukraine just stops and Putin just ship all the gas he can to Europe, I don't see the prices going down anytime soon.
oh, someone needs to assassinate him.
But I think prices will still be a bit cheaper up north, because you don't pay like
The
Yeah, the
25% tax.
taxes on the electricity, which we do.
And yes, world society who may be listening to this podcast, yes, we Norwegian pay tax on our power.
Except in the north of Norway.
Yeah, except in the north. We pay tax on everything. We buy property, we pay tax on our bought property.
You get inheritance tax.
You pay tax on your inheritance.
Yeah, that's so bullshit because that's money that's already been taxed, right?
Yeah,
And then you have to be taxed it twice.
They should stop that. Taxes for inheritance should
Yeah,
go away.
let's say your father worked his ass off to make $1 million in his bank, and he dies, and you earn all of his inheritance. But oh no, he earned $1 million, he taxed for all of it, and then you inherit it, and you have to tax because it counts as a separate income.
And
from
it's
your
over
father to
20% taxes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did the math on this. If I win the lottery, when the lottery was around 800 and something, 800 million, I would have had to pay, like Norway, over 200 millions in taxes out of my winnings.
That sounds absurd, but that's how things are. And if you won that amount of money, you would be happy still.
Still,
but
I would,
just
but it
stings a little bit.
it would
stings
suck
a little bit.
to just pay
Yeah.
that taxes. It's tax free the first year, so the second year you have to pay them. So you can see your bank account 800 millions, pay taxes. 600 millions.
600.
It's still a lot of money, but that's money you can actually see have been moved from your account.
Or even better, it's like you could have donated those 200 million somewhere else. Use it for anything else. But no.
Yeah,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
They're going to Norway.
Now, I imagine how the power crisis, right?
Yeah.
And the blackout. Aren't
And the blackout.
Yeah, because power companies are by law demanded to keep power to houses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't cut power. Yeah.
Yeah, so
because
if there is a
it would threaten life.
yeah,
supply.
if there's
It
a
could.
power, if there's a shortage or power or something, they have to get the diesel aggregates, right? Diesel power.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
they can't. Well, they can't. There's no way they legally can just shut power down in case of a power shortage. That isn't a legal way to do it, but it may be the result.
Yeah, because
Unfortunately,
in
if
times of
something breaks,
no, but in times of crisis, the rules change
maybe.
for some reason.
I think it's important to, even if things are bad now, even if even if laws are suggested to change based on one crisis, we have to remember, if we change this now, this law will probably stick until after the crisis as well, and it'll probably be still around. So it's not always the best way to like change things based on this crisis alone. We have to think ahead.
They don't like to think ahead, not for a
No.
long run.
It's like, oh, this is a crisis.
Well-
we have to change this now, and things
No,
are changed now.
yeah,
and
but
crisis
I say
ends in a
nuclear.
year, and
Go nuclear power. And
Nuclear.
and then the country says, nah, but nuclear power, it will take years to get it complete. It wouldn't be up and running until 2030. But after that, we have power. A lot of it.
yeah.
But they don't want solutions that gives us power in the future, and they want solutions that give us power immediately. And not as much power, apparently, because they like to keep us in the short amount. Just enough to have the high prices. But yeah, let's move on. Junior.
Junior?
What?
Again?
Well, he's the host.
Me?
Isn't he, this episode?
What have you ranted about? Then, Thomas.
Yeah.
Is there too much Fast and Furious?
There is too much Fast and the Furious. Of course, it's the movies. I recently saw the newest installment. It's not that new anymore, but I hadn't seen it when it came out. I used to go
What
to
number is it?
9.
Ah.
There are 9 main movies and 1 spin-off. I really liked the first ones back in the day. Then I fell off the wagon with the 4th and the 5th, I think.
I fell off at the 3rd.
Yeah, I saw
Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo Drift, yeah. Then after a couple of movies I hadn't seen, and I saw all of them, and the 6th movie came to the cinema, and I saw that, and the 7th, and I saw that, and it should have ended there. When Paul Walker died. But no, because Vin Diesel wanted to make the 8th movie as well. And so they did. And then they figured, let's do a spin-off with some of the characters from the past movies. So they did. And then they made a 9th. And I think next year we're getting number 10.
You've heard rumors about Fast and
Not
Furious
rumors.
10?
They are actually filming it
Okay.
with almost everyone from the last year's Fast and Furious, including Jason Momoa, who plays Aquaman, or Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones.
When you were watching movie number 9 recently, as you say,
yeah.
did you? What was your thoughts going into it and after you watched it?
Well, I've been putting it off for a long time because it was like, isn't it enough yet? But at the same time, I kind of liked them because it's funny action and cars and everything. But it isn't what it used to be. Like Fast and Furious now isn't what Fast and Furious 1 was.
No
street races, no
Yeah.
nothing. Now they're basically special agents driving and running around in the world doing stuff. Saving the world, basically. With nice cars.
Mm.
But number 10 is supposed to be the last movie. They're finishing it up. But they have so much ground to cover, so they need to make it in 2 parts. So basically, you will get an 11 after that. It's like
it'll be
yeah,
number 10 part 1, number 10 part 2.
yeah, basically. So
Why not just call it 10 and 11?
yeah,
Ah.
because all of them
But do
build
you
on the
also-
others all the way. So yeah,
But do you imagine you'll watch both of them because you're too far in? You can't drop out when they're just about to finish up. You have to like stick with it until the end.
yeah.
So you can say you've watched the
Well-
entire series.
I'll probably
we
watch them.
can-
I'll probably kinda enjoy them. I won't watch them on the cinemas anymore. I'm done with that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
you're not that enthusiastic about them.
No. But they are
Yeah.
great fun. There are a lot of car drivings, explosions, fight scenes, shooting, all the stuff you want. And they're pulling out actors all over the place. Jason Statham, Dwayne Johnson, to name a
Are
few.
they like are they an easy watch? It's like mindless fun.
It's a really easy watch. It's mindless fun.
It's not like brain training 101.
No,
you know,
it's
like-
just an action comedy. The
yeah,
villain tries to take over some satellites to take over nuclear weapons and whatever all over the world, and they just want to stop him because Kurt Russell said so. Because he's also there. He's an agent who have a deal with Vin Diesel's crew. So they do this job. So yeah, and that's basically the last movies have been all about. There was something with a nuclear submarine in the 8th movie. Where they were
How do they weave nuclear submarines and cars together?
Oh yeah, because the submarine is going underneath the ice on the lake, and the cars are driving on top of the ice.
Ah,
The submarine break the ice, and the cars go all over the place. And I think in the 8th movie as well, on the ice, someone shoots a torpedo, and it just go like on top of the ice, on the side of the car, and he's like opening the door and trying to get the fucking bomb to go the other way or whatever it was. It's like I mean, you can't make this shit up, or you can, but
yeah,
it's like
okay.
it's so far
It
out there
certainly
now.
sounds
The
yeah, it
ideas
certainly
from the
sounds-
first one to the last one are totally different. It's just the same people driving really nice cars. That's the only thing that's the same. But it doesn't have anything to do with street races and stuff like that, and the cops trying to take them.
But I imagine what joy it would be to watch all the movies right now, right?
I would probably
One
love
per
it.
day.
Just
Yeah.
having a marathon.
Just to
just to
see how
the
absurdity. Like, how did family get to this point where he's fighting
Get
a
to-
nuke?
But there's
nuclear
still family
submarines and
though. There's still
torpedoes.
family. It's just
Family!
the family is expanding.
Yeah, it's like, I remember the first movie. Was it about drugs or something? Like, they were stealing to get the family going, right? When Diesel
The
was...
first one, there is Vin Diesel's crew, and you follow Paul Walker's character Brian, who is going undercover to take them. They're doing illegal street races and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I remember in the second movie there was...
Yeah, the
something.
second movie. Yeah, they gathered a crew. Vin Diesel isn't in this one because he said yes to Triple X.
Oh.
That's why they got in. What's his name? Something Gibbs. The bald black guy who shouts a lot. he teams up. In the movie, he's a friend of Brian from before the first movie. They end up teaming together to doing.
Yeah, they're working undercover.
They're working
now.
undercover,
yeah.
for the DEA or something.
Yeah, but so, somehow we got from street racing to like small petty thievery
Yeah,
to
basically.
fighting atomic nuclear submarine here.
Yeah, but they
Mm.
kind of went
I-
back to the roots with Tokyo Drift, because that is about drifting, though, in Tokyo.
Yeah. I heard there was a car in space at some point.
That's in
Correct me?
the last one, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Then in the
like-
in the fourth movie, they are driving drugs over the border between Mexico and America or something.
Sounds very
and
like a
in-
hero would do.
And in the fifth one, The Rock and his gang, or Dwayne Johnson and some other cops, are trying to hunt them down because their previous crimes and whatnot. The sixth one, I can't remember what it was about. The seventh one was saving the world, basically, and a tribute to Paul Walker because he died in the middle of the movie. Like, the actor died.
That movie? Didn't he die really young?
He died young, yeah, but it's
Yeah, he died young, but he died in the middle of movie
number 7, yes.
7. Yeah,
Jesus.
you didn't know?
And then the
No,
the
I knew
eighth
he
movie
died, but-
was kind of a tribute to Paul Walker. And that's where the submarine is and everything. And then you had the spin-off movie, Hobbs and Shaw, which follows Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham's characters saving the world. From some tech dude who has enhanced his body with nano something stuff and whatever. And yeah, it's just all over the place.
Yeah,
And then
it's
in the ninth movie, they're saving the world from this satellite that someone is hacking and uploading a program to, so they can control. And part of the solution to stop that is sending a car into space so they can drive through the satellite.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, I imagine.
And they're doing so,
Uh.
and they didn't have spacesuits, so inside the car they are sitting in some kind of, not wetsuit, but diving suits, or whatever.
Did you know? In a vacuum, there's no gravity, right? Not no atmosphere.
Ah,
so
yeah.
the car will be crushed.
Oh, no,
The
no, but
moment
it's a special built car by the dude from Tokyo Drift. He and some
Oh
guys.
yeah, because
They are
he
mounting
knows
rockets
how-
on the car so they can fly it up into
Oh.
the atmosphere and shoot it off. And it's
Yeah, because
There's
the
a lot of
guy.
plot holes here. There's
Yeah,
a
because
lot
the
of plot-
guy, the guy who built drift cars can now basically build a space shuttle.
space.
yeah, basically out of a car.
You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
call that a plot hole. It's a logic hole.
Also,
Did you know
the villain in the ninth movie is the brother of Vin Diesel's character, who we've never heard about in any of the other movies.
And we're ever since the first movie, we've been like family.
Yeah, but they're going back.
Never heard about his brother.
They're going back. They're explaining this. There is a bit of backstory before Dom became this racing god and everything.
Okay, yeah, but stop right here because I want to hear the crossover between Transformers and Too Fast and Furious now.
It hasn't been yet, but I suppose we'll get there in the future.
Yeah, I believe we will get there soon.
But
We're
I mean,
family.
I mean, it's just
Fa-
too many Fast and Furious movies. They should have stopped at the seventh movie. Probably before
Wow.
that, but the seventh movie was really good, I thought.
I imagine they make Fast and Furious 10 Part 1 and 10 Part 2, and then maybe we'll get Fast Formers.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool. Family, come with me, Optimus Prime. Bumblebee, no, family. Yeah, that's the next logical step. Transformers X.
In the new
and
Terminator
Furious.
movie, Arnold is coming back to kill Vin Diesel's character from Fast and Furious.
And then they have to
Oh,
send back
no.
Optimus Prime to save Vin Diesel from our.
At this rate, it sounds like we could be the producers of the next Fast series movies.
Probably.
It sounds absurd, but okay.
Well, Junior,
The last topic of the day. What is it, Mr. Björn?
Ah, Is Tinder going for my money again?
Again.
Have they gone for your money
Because
before?
because as you your Tinder hack says, Junior, you just have to subscribe and unsubscribe to get the algorithms to like get you likes and get you promoted on their, I don't know, activity feed or something. So I recently quit my what's it called, the subscription. I had this gold subscription.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, a few days later, I started getting like 1 like every day. With like,
Ooh.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I never had these many likes. Like, it was very consistent. It was, you have 1 new like at random intervals, but 1 every day for the last few days now, until like now that my subscription has ended. It's like, oh, we want you back with this 50% offer for the first month. So it's just
So
makes me think that as long as you're giving them money, they're happy, of course. But as soon as you stop giving them money, they up the rate that your profile is shown, and then you get more likes because you're supposed to be interested again. It's like, it sounds logical, but I'm not really tempted to go for the money grab until, because it's so the whole app dating thing, it's just such a hopeless grind regardless. Even if you go full premium, take all my money mentality, or if you go free, it's the same, really. So I don't think I'll not pay for it anymore in the very near future, at least. Until I change my mind again at some point. But for now,
you
I'm
won't
not too
get it
tempted.
50% off in a while.
Yeah, probably. I don't care. It's
Oh yeah, but that's how the algorithms work. We told you so.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing it in effect.
yeah. It's like, that's exactly how they've told me how it works. It's like,
Yep.
checks out. So yeah, not much to go about that. It's just a quick mention.
Yeah, so for people who struggle on Tinder, that's the solution. Subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, and just keep going.
And the algorithm gets fucking confused, like, oh, we need to recruit this person. I was like, oh, he paid for it. It's like, oh no, we need to recruit him again.
But when you have the gold, you have the boosts. Do you use them?
Yeah, but that doesn't fucking help anyways. It says, oh, boost your profile now. It's the optimal time to boost your profile to show 10 times the amount of activity. I was like, boosting. I was like, you have 1 free boost every month with gold.
Isn't it every week or something?
No, I think it's a month.
Okay.
1 every month. And it's like, see what the boost did. And it's like, nothing. Okay, how do I know if my boost was successful? Nothing happened. It just said boost. And it's like, would you like to buy another boost for 50 euros or something? Not 50. It was like something ridiculous. It's like, nothing happened. Would I like to buy another one? No, thank you.
When you said boost so many times, it reminded me of... I didn't forget it though, but it made me think of one of my favorite animes, High School DxD. He has this dragon kind of arm, and to up his power, it always says booster, 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 and he gets boosted power 50% every time. So yeah.
Well, I never watched that one.
Yeah, well, I think it's good.
Yeah,
and I know
it
you have
probably is.
earlier colleague or whatever who said the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a good man.
Would recommend.
Is he a listener?
Yeah.
Is he a listener?
No.
Oh, too bad.
He's not a good man. He's a cultured man.
He's a cultured man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because High School DxD is very much a cultured anime.
And now that we mention him in particular, that I randomly, when posting something on Facebook, it was one of the episodes, I just saw on the feed that he got married recently.
Ooh.
Yes, you should recommend the podcast, Jim. as a gift.
As a gift
A
to
wedding
him,
gift.
we
Wedding
grant
gift.
you access to this podcast.
You should burn out every episode on a disc. or give him a USB stick and like, here you go.
No, but you should tips him. Tips him of tipsy.
Maybe.
Check out this awesome podcast. We mentioned High School DxD in it.
We mentioned your show in it.
Your show, actually.
Your recommendation.
Yeah, well, Junior.
Then you're done, boys. Are we done?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah,
Yes?
I think
You're
we are.
supposed
Yeah,
to do the outro now.
Thank you for listening on this very short episode of Tipsy Wednesday with sparse content and a lot of rattling. But here we are at an end. Thank you for listening to this shit, and follow us on every social media: Twitter, Spotify, what else? Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, eThought. Yeah. Thank you, and good night.
Support us in the link below. Bye.
Bye.